So here's the background. If you guys don't know, me and Adin have beefed before, which is weird that I've beefed with someone. Because maybe I'm crazy, but I feel like I'm not much of a beef guy. I'm not really much of a beef guy. I feel like I kind of keep to myself. I do my own thing. If I hang out with people, it's offline TV, where the only beef I start is going, "Me Young, you're such an idiot." And then everyone goes, "Ludwig, you shouldn't have said that." And it's really funny. That's pretty much the extent of my beef. You know, my beef is like saying, "Saikuno, you never hang out with us anymore." And then he goes, "Ludwig." And then that's the beef. But all of a sudden, I've got wrapped into beef with, someone who I think is actually upset. And this isn't the first time. The first time it happened is when we did the stream looking at the Atlas of Twitch. The Atlas of Twitch was this thing that basically tracks every single streamer and puts them into a circle and shows which viewers watch who and puts them into groups, things like that. It was really, really, really minor. I had basically said during the stream that Adin Ross was the king of normies. I know. And that one of the things that he blew up from was kissing Corinna Kopf. Which, on hindsight, honestly, I wasn't giving him enough credit. I was talking mad shit that he was blowing up from Corinna Kopf, when that wasn't even that big of a thing. It was only his most viewed YouTube video. And that's it. And that was rude when I called out his most viewed YouTube video being Corinna Kopf flirts with Adin and makes him nervous, in parentheses cute, which had 1.1 million views in February, which is his first video to ever hit a mil. That was rude of me. Perhaps I should have after that said, "And he also is funny," and then it would have been fine. Either way, though, he didn't take it very well. And so then beef started. And it was beef in the sense that everyone who would look at it and react to it would go, "Huh, you're fighting about that?" And that was it. Outside of like the 50 death threats I got from SSB. SSB rise up, we devious. Which, by the way, Adin, stop calling your viewers devious. It just feels like you're literally trying to say that although we might not be as large of a number, we do things in a much more toxic and concerning manner. And so if you start beef with us, it won't be an ordinary beef with some banter back and forth. It's going to be a much more scary beef and much more devious, because I will activate my viewer base in a parasocial way, because even though I can't really communicate with the millions of people who watch me, I will make them come after you in a way like they're my best friends. Which is kind of weird to do. It's kind of weird to do that, I would think. Maybe I'm wrong about this, the devious thing. But either way, they are devious. Deviating from the subject, I am. Let's move on. That was the original beef. And at first, I was like, oh, I think he might just be like hyping this up for drama. You know what I mean? Like Rice Gum style. You know, I feel like how Rice Gum, if someone beefs with him, he would be like, "Nah, bro, these fuckers irrelevant. Dude, these fuckers, they jealous, man. They never hit 10 mil 2 days." And he's like kind of high, like, but I think when Rice Gum clicks end stream, he then goes to his bed, looks at his $1 million, looks at his girlfriend who's contractually signed to hang out there and give him half of his her income, and then has a great night. And he doesn't think about any of it. I think that's probably how Rice operates. Which is fair. I mean, that's a fair grind. It's a fair hustle to have. He's just a guy who just goes on and kind of farms it all. He's, again, kind of like Mizkif. But I think Adin was actually upset at the time, which I was like, that kind of sucks. Because let's be real, Adin's a new streamer. I'm a new streamer too. I feel like 3 years. I feel like a new guy still. I feel like I just, walked away from watching all these people. But Adin's a new streamer, and I don't want a new streamer to come on the platform and then think all the other creators are being like, "Fuck you, pussy, way to get big, idiot, you suck." And then feel discouraged from the other creators on the platform. I didn't want that. I felt like that would be mean. Because, maybe I put on a bit of a douchier persona, but, I self-reflect. I've always said my one superpower is being self-aware. So I was like, oh, I don't want that. That would be mean. Yeah, I don't want to be like a gatekeeper or something. So what I did is I sent a DM to Adin. I sent the DM to him, and I'll show it on screen here. I gotta do this the old-fashioned way. But because I was, what happened is I think I either called or I texted FaZe Banks, who, if you don't know, is roommates with Adin Ross. Banks has this superpower, I think, where he is able to find people who are kind of new creators and spot whether they're going to blow up or not. like him or hate him, he's really good at that. You know, he hit me up a long time ago about joining FaZe, and I was like, eh. And then, you know, he's hit up like Connor Eats Pants like early on, and Adin Ross too. He was like, Adin Ross, you can live with me. I think you're gonna do really well. So he kind of has that vision, that creator vision. You know, even if you hate FaZe and you hate Banks, fair enough, but they're a huge org, and that's part of the reason. So Adin Ross and FaZe Banks live together, and I talked to Banks, and Banks was like, yeah, I kind of try to smooth it over with Adin, which to me was like, oh fuck, wait, this is not fake drama. This is like real. Adin Ross is actually upset and really taking this seriously, drama, not just like hyping it up on stream for fucking, you know, content or whatever. And I was like, oh, that's not good. That's bad. You know, I don't want him to actually be mad. So I reached out because I'm a huge fan, and I said, yo, thought I'd reach out personally. I talked to Banks a bit, but I don't want any bad blood between us. Not going to defend what I said. If it made you feel disrespected, that's on me. That's about it. I don't really care. I don't think what I said was that big of a deal, but I'm not going to defend it because you got disrespected, and that's all that matters. Your feelings are valid. I've watched your stream, and you got your thing going, which is great, and I don't want to be a part of anyone hating on that. All love and support over here, seriously. To which he responded, nothing. He actually unfollowed me. He used to follow me literally the day before, and then he unfollowed me that day after we got in beef a month ago. Again, this is not current beef. This is old beef. We are talking a bit expired at this point. No one really cares about this beef anymore. You could not cook it. You would get a little bit sick. Old beef. I tried to reach out. Didn't work. Whatever. I was like, okay, I tried. You're not going to do more than that. You know, I'm not going to double text him and be like, back to that. It was a small thing. He moved on. I thought he didn't care anymore. I was like, I moved on. We're in our own separate worlds. We'll just live in our own separate worlds. But, you know, Adin Ross is a streamer. And so people talk about streamers sometimes. And then this is what kicked off the drama. And I'm not taking anything out of context. I'm not trying to cut anything out. This is the entire 2-minute clip that started the drama between myself and Adin Ross. And I want you to keep in mind, this drama is mainly between me and Adin. So if you see anyone else in this clip saying something, understand that they are not the brunt of this. It's mostly me. So, well, let's just see here how this goes. This was during a stream on Nick's stream, Nick and Milena. This is Milena. This is Nick's arm. You can't really see it because it's kind of off camera. He's over here. And we were doing like a cooking stream. And I think it's quiet, so I have to do this.
He's got a lot better at it.
Also, Adin Ross is known for kissing Corinna.
Why is it so quiet? All right, ready? This is it.
But he's got a lot better at it.
Also, Adin Ross is known for kissing Corinna.
Why is it? It's too quiet, Chad. It's too quiet. How is it so quiet? Oh, I have an idea. 5 head?
But he's got a lot better at it.
Also, Adin Ross is known for kissing Corinna. Ask Lud.
I did say that. Well, he was known from that. It was his most viewed YouTube video.
Okay,
but he got really mad about that.
I don't know. I know who Adin
Old
Ross
beef.
is.
Yeah.
Where the fuck did he come from?
He kissed Corinna Cup.
Is that like his thing?
No, so like he had like a bunch of
Isn't
connections in the LA scene, and like he hits a viewer base that like me and you will never hit. Like our viewer bases are very different, but they're still closer together than like Adin Ross's viewers and our viewers.
All I know, they literally only know 2 letters of the alphabet.
Okay, his
W
viewers,
and L.
his viewers are like the kids in high school who want to be cool. You know, like, oh, like I like rap, I like, you know, like this sort of stuff, like kind of like hype beast-ish. Okay.
Yeah, they're all very
You know,
hype beastish.
Like they think like if Supreme was cool, they think it would be cool, sort of thing.
Dude, I go in there and I literally have fun in Adin Ross's stream because I don't watch it.
I think
but I'm literally just spamming letters.
You're like, yeah, I'm included. W.
I just spam W nerd.
He said spam W.
But now I think he does a good job of bringing in like successful rappers.
I think
upcoming
he's.
people.
I honestly I like the way like his facial expressions are pretty good. He's a good-looking guy. So like he has everything going.
He has
like,
great reacts.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't get is he'll do these streams that are like really big. He'll bring in a rapper. He'll bring in like a girl to E-date. But then he'll do a stream where he plays Roblox horror games.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this seems weird. And his viewers will drop and they'll be like Resident Sleeper. I'm like, why are you playing Roblox horror games?
That's probably what, like, deep down inside, he really likes that stuff.
Yeah.
Even though his viewers don't.
He's bringing in rappers and like famous women, but all to play Roblox on stream.
Now, okay, now who's Corinna?
You don't know Karina Koff?
I know. I know. I see her on Twitter.
I know.
And now I am beefing. Let me just read a few DMs I have received from Adin Ross fans in the past hour. L nerd, L racist, your community is full of, then the slur for gay people. You've never touched a girl. You have no reason to hate on him. Band geek, go jack off to Corinna's pussy. L nerd, go play the violin. You no pussy nerd. Fucking geek. These are 4 different people. Fucking geek. You bum-ass fan, fucking keep your poggers shit in your dirty stream. Now, look, maybe I'm out of touch. And maybe I'm jaded. And maybe I'm a little vain. These are all fair things. What did I say? I'm confused. I'm just genuinely a bit confused as to what I said. I could get getting a little mad at what Nick said. When Nick said that all his viewers, you know, attacking a viewer base, generally I think is like a silly thing to do. People do this. It's like the easiest way to attack someone. People will always be like, oh, your viewers are children. And like, oh, okay, oh, fuck me. You know, and that's an insult. But whatever. And people will be like, oh, you know, your viewers are hypey stuff. Yeah, okay, that's fine. You know, honestly, Rice might have had the most 5-head take about this. He watched this clip and he goes, yeah, that's just their interests. There's nothing wrong with that. True. It is true. It's also just, you know, the different group of people that, you know, Nick probably doesn't want to hang out with. The same way that, I guess, Adin really doesn't like people who play instruments in band. I don't know why he doesn't like people who play instruments in band, in violins. Violinists are honestly really impressive. I wish I had the skill of them, but he really hates them. He thinks they're cringe. He thinks people who play the violin are cringy and weird. Fair enough. That's understandable. Honestly, I'm more of a sax guy and a brass man myself. So anyway, that was it. And as you guys know, you should know this about me by now, but I keep up to date on Twitch. I almost view watching Twitch as a part of my job. Is that weird? But every time I watch Twitch, I'm like, yeah, this is kind of a part of my job to like know everything that's happening. I'll wake up, I'll see what Lyric's doing in the morning, Tim the Tapman's doing in the morning, and Nick's Mercs are doing. It's my AM crew. A little bit later, X will go live. He'll probably do some shit that Forsen or Lyric did, or some new shit. I'll be like, why is he doing that? I'll see what Mizzy's doing, Charlie, Rice Scum, all right? And I'll look at Adin, and I'll just kind of see, like, where are the trends of Twitch? Because if you think about it, everything I've done up till now-ish has kind of been like a trend, you know, like chess a year ago. That was like a big trend. And then it moved into Among Us, and I was like, ooh, that's a trend. And then I started growing. And then I was like, ooh, this is like Minecraft OTV, Rust OTV. Ooh, growing. And then now it's kind of like GTA RP, but, you know, I don't really fuck with GTA RP because it doesn't convert well to YouTube. Yeah, Pokemon stuff. So now I'm kind of doing my own thing. But the idea is that I always know what the trends are so that if it's something I think I'd be good at and interested in, I'll follow. Like there's a gambling trend and the GTA RP trend, and I know about them, and I knew about them very early, but both of them I was like, I'm not really interested in doing them. And so I'm doing my own thing. I'm doing my own thing right now. That was my idea. But I like to keep tabs. I like to know. I like to be in the know. I'd be bad at my job if I didn't know. That's how I think of it. So you could ask me about almost any streamer, and I feel like I'd know a bit about them. You know, I try to watch everyone. Not to say that I'm only watching for that reason. I also, you know, think that Adin Ross stream where he had blue, help me out, chat. Blue face, I think. I don't want to be wrong. Blue face, where the guy who was like a very successful LA rapper was like almost bullying Adin. Hopefully they were in on it because it seemed not fake for a bit. But either way, that was that was insane. That was an insane stream. I would say that's one of the can't miss streams of 2021. is Blueface on Adin's stream, basically bullying him on his own channel. That was really funny. But I imagine they were in on it. You know what I mean? Like, I imagine that they're probably cool in real life and that Adin played the heel. At least I would hope that's the case. Otherwise, Jesus. But, you know, these are the things I keep tabs on. And so, in this video, what did I say? Let's talk about me. Because this drama, and I'll show you in a bit, kind of started with me. What did I say? Adin Ross. He's good at getting people on his show. He's really good. He has great outreach and ability to convince people to come on his channel, which isn't an easy thing to do. Even if you have a big following, it's still hard, and this is literally true, just to schedule people to show up and get them to show up on time. And convert, you have to be like a chameleon, your schedule to their schedule, because usually they don't take the time out of their day to block it out, because nobody's really a professional in this space. Nobody's like, oh, 7 to 9 p.m.? Okay, perfect. I'll put it in my Google Calendar. We can have a Google invite at 6 p.m. to confirm the time. No one does that. Everyone's just like, hey, pull up. Okay, I'm gonna pull up. And then you sit there twiddling your thumbs waiting for somebody to pull up at some point. I imagine that's how it usually goes. So that's what I says to him. And then after that, Nick said he also reacts really well. And then as a, you know, just a yes-anding, I go, yeah, he has great reacts. And then I just said I don't understand why he plays Roblox, which is, I think that. I mean, this is just, look, we can get into the weeds of it, but Roblox is not a game that does well for him. It's more so I'm just confused about it. I know Roblox is a big game. I'm not stupid. It's the most played game in the world. It just doesn't make sense why he'd play Roblox, because it doesn't seem to perform very well compared to some of his other content, and his chat is usually a little bit harsher on him, to the point where I think he even called out a chat member at one point for being resident sleep ring and shit. Either way, that was it. That was pretty much all I did. Now, I don't know if I'm being soft here or too hard, but I feel like it wasn't a big fucking deal. Maybe it's just that everyone's too sensitive and like keeping people. It almost feels like rappers or something, you know, like rappers, and they're like, keep my name out of your mouth, you know, like you shouldn't even like be talking about me, like stuff like that. But like the shit rappers say it's fucking hard. They say some hard shit. I'm not that up to date in the rap industry and all that good stuff, but I mean they're literally like standing on people's graves of people they've murdered in gang violence in rap songs. And me, I'm saying, hey man, you can do really well at bringing creators on. And one of the first videos that blew you up was Corinna Kopf. And it's like, oh shit, this fucker, dude. This guy right here, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. What is this? What are we doing here? I know he's not farming views. He's copping 100K normally when he's getting a haircut. Boots up Roblox, drop 30K. No offense, you're dropping my entire viewer base, so you shouldn't be too hurt. Still doing pretty well, sitting at 70. Shouldn't be too mad about it. So what the fuck's going on? And I thought this is my only problem. I wish it was fake. I wish it was like he's actually just 5-head farming views. But when I talk to Banks, it doesn't seem like that's the case. When I talk to Banks isn't like, oh yeah, man, he's just fucking around, like just trying to farm views, like just farming drama. No. So I don't know. I don't really get it. Nick insulted his viewers? Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Nick did. Now, let's repeat that sentence. Sure, yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely, Nick did. My name's Ludwig. Hey, welcome to the stream. How's it going? Drop a follow if you guys haven't. After you follow for 3 months, you can type in chat. What's up? What? Was I supposed to do this? Hey, Nick. Leave her alone. What do you want from me? So anyway, that's the original video. And then I think Rice Scum reacted to it, and he said he had to react to it to get Adin's back because Adin's had Rice's back. And Mizkif and Rice Scum had this weird relationship where they both talk to each other, and it feels like the entire conversation, nobody knows what's happening. It almost feels like we're talking and listening to people who don't speak the same language communicating. Because Mizkif will be like, hey, take a look at my boxes. And then Rice will go, bruh. And then they'll gift each other 100 subs, and then it'll end. It's really weird. It's kind of a funny relationship, to be honest. But he reacted to it, and he was getting upset. And then I guess it inspired Keem to make this video.
And then you're going after his fans saying, oh, his fans, they think that they're the cool kids because they listen to rap. What? May I remind you, buddy, you blew up for streaming nonstop for like...
So, quick pause. Nick said that. I don't think Nick blew up for streaming nonstop. Unless I'm forgetting the NMP subathon, but I could be wrong.
Like
Oh! Yo! Chat!
I told you, he has the best reacts in the business. Nobody reacts better than him.
Yes, sir, Keem! Yes, sir!
All right.
Imagine being home alone watching Keemstar on your TV going, oh, Keem! Fuck, Keem, you going off again, brother. 39 and you still shit like that? Woo! My God, this guy's the Tom Brady of talking shit. I couldn't do that. This guy's he's out of my league.
You want to talk about people's fan bases? Your fan bases are literally jerking off to you saying poggers while you're sleeping, okay? So maybe you should think twice before going after someone's fans. Ludwig.
He went crazy!
I love how there's a cut here because it implies that I think Keem was just running like 15 bits and then edited them together of just like different roasts he could think of. So I feel like all this to Keem is just some fun drama so he can farm views. And let's be honest, the real winner of this entire situation is not me. It's not Adin, it's Keemstar. Keemstar's gonna win big on this shit. Keemstar's next drama alert, he just manufactured one. He just made his own YouTube video for once. It's insane.
Yes, sir. Talk your shit, Grandpa.
But that was it. So Keemstar posted that video last night, and we were all at a party together. All of us, meaning like a bunch of streamers. I think I posted a picture on Twitter of. But we were all at a party, and then everyone was like, "Did you see what Keemstar posted?" And so I watched the video, and it was basically Keemstar getting upset at me for what Nick said, which fair enough. I guess I was in the room, and I wasn't even the largest streamer there. Soda Poppin' was there. But I was in the room, and that's what matters, I think. And so I just replied with a picture of all of us. That's all I did. Hold up, let's see if I can pull it up. Also, I want to watch the full Keemstar video if I can. I think there was more. Hey, 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 hey. Dude, this is vintage Keem. Keem's the god of posting a video farming drama and then just posting videos of his house and afterwards. Because he's the one thing I regret about this entire situation is how much he has won. Because he truly is he just gets everyone riled up, says nonsense, and then just says, I'm in a big house, so I don't give a fuck. Which is fair. It's true. But I still talk about it because I think Adin's actually upset.
Story comes in. Ludwig.
Oh, wait, you guys aren't looking at the right screen. Hold up, hold up.
I'm looking at my drama news feed, right? A story comes in of you and some friends sitting there on stream talking shit about Adin Ross. Why are you going after Adin Ross? What did the boy do to you? He didn't do nothing to you, all right? And then you're going after his fans saying, oh, his fans, they think that they're the cool kids because they listen to rap. What? May I remind you, buddy, you blew up for streaming nonstop for...
Okay, real quick, chat. Let's keep it a stack one time for the one. I know a lot of people like to say this fact, but it hurts me because it's, I wish it was true. This is my viewership in January and February. 25K, 20K. The subathon ended in April. Let's look at the past 30 days. Boys, I'm doing worse. I'm doing worse since the subathon happened. The subathon, everyone got Ludwig out of their minds. They're like, this is too much fucking Ludwig, bro. I need like 6 months. Everyone got 2 guests. There was too much. They got an influx of Ludwig, and they're like, oh, we can't. I mean, Jesus, 732 hours. Give me a break for a little bit. So it doesn't make a lot of sense, that point. But fair enough. I guess, yeah. It got me a lot of followers on Twitch, but I don't think those you can really cash in for something. Maybe I'm wrong, but we could ask Syndicate about it.
For like fucking weeks on end, all right?
Oh, hey, what's up?
I just need my stuff to go to Miss Gibbs.
For like fucking weeks on end, all right? You want to talk about people's fan bases? Your fan bases are literally jerking off to you saying poggers while you're sleeping, okay? So maybe you should think twice before going after someone's fans.
And that was it. That was the whole thing, which is just kind of, I think, again, a troll thing. So I replied, poggers. And it was a picture of S-Fan, Miz, Soda, X, Connor, Will, myself, and Nick. Which hopefully at least a few of you guys at home were able to bust from this. We tried our best to look good. Nick is wearing his nicest shirt. And then I thought that was that. I thought, like, you know, that would be all. That's all for now, folks. And then, this is like, I don't want to say a universal thing, but usually you don't want to leak DMs that, you know, you haven't talked to someone about. But Adin tweeted, a fan, like calling me a fan. You know everything about me. Shit sad how you hate me for no reason when I've never said ever shit about you, but given props for your subathon and grind. Thank you. Appreciate that. Sorry I missed that. Do appreciate it. You really are sad coming at me in my community. L nerd, go play violin, band geek. What is up with the band nerd stuff? What is wrong? Can we stop attacking the poor violinists at home? I guess they could play themselves a sad tune right now. I mean, I guess it's just a little fighting fire with fire. What's wrong with playing in the band? Band players are cool. They make a lot of really good music. But I don't know. I guess he thought that was like a really powerful reply. And then that was about that. And then what I revealed to you guys earlier, he showed the DMs between us, which is when I had reached out. But I don't know, man. From my perspective, this was like me when I had originally said something that made him feel disrespected and hurt his feelings, and me, I was like, oh no, those feelings are valid. Even if what I think I said was right or maybe not mean, he still got offended, and he's new to this platform. Hey, I don't want to be a part of someone who's like hating or being a bully. I'm just gonna send a DM and try to smooth this over. And he Donawalled it and unfollowed me on Twitter, and then so he apparently saw it. So that's the good news. He did see it. I guess, hey, Adin Ross reads our DMs. That's a pretty cool thing, huh? Anything for view, Salt. Thank you for the 25 gifted. I played a violin for 11 years. Yeah, and you know you didn't play is on anyone's vagina, you virgin nerd loser. How about you take those horse hairs on the string and shove them up your butt, idiot. Oh, I play music. Stupid. Downright dumb for that one. Anyway, yeah. I didn't want to like high road and apologize on stream. I thought I would deal with it off stream to like, you know, I don't know. I guess be an adult, be a 25-year-old man. And then he tweeted this out. And so then I had a bunch more people, because then it blew up. I think when Adin replied to Keem some of his viewers were like, oh, okay. But then when he tweeted this out, I think he tweeted it live as well. They were all like, oh, let's activate We Devious. And again, the devious thing mostly just means that a lot of the DMs that I've received and other people at the party have received are death threats. So I think that's what the devious thing is. Which, again, is concerning. I wish that weren't the case. And so then I tweeted this out because I thought it was funny to tweet L Nerds with all of us watching Amaranth. It was just kind of a funny tweet. To be honest, I stole this tweet from Adin, my roommate. He made the same one 2 weeks ago. But I just thought it was funny to tweet L Nerds, and then that was that. And then he tweeted this image, which I just actually took from a different viewer who made the tweet. I don't know if I actually can't scroll. It's too dangerous. But another viewer made this tweet, and he just kind of took it and then replied it. And then this is true, and I have... This is the problem with Twitter, and Myth is a fucking... Myth might be the realest guy on Twitch, to be honest. But... yeah, I say Myth's the realest guy on Twitch because Myth tweeted this out. He tweeted, tired of people on the internet thinking high likes or follower count equals truth, which is just modern day poison, which I think is a vibe. And so then he tweeted that reply and then tweeted, let me see. Everyone go ratio this pussy, and bleeped out pussy, which was actually very respectful. Claps for Adin Ross for being really respectful. Not trying to use sexist language, that's big. And then deleted it. Which is like, what do you get there, bro? A failed ratio. This is huge. He not only quote retweeted his tweet, he then retweeted his tweet to try to ratio me. Which didn't work. It didn't work. But even if it had worked, let's just imagine for a moment we live in a universe where he did ratio me. Does that make him right? Is that how it works? I have been ratioed. It is over for me. My ability to speak on the internet is now done. I don't know. It just seems very, childish, I think. But either way, the ratio failed. So good job to all the L nerds and violin geeks who like that tweet. Really appreciate it, guys. That's big for us. That's big for us. And I didn't even need Saikuno to reply. Mostly because I had Jay Schlatt. All right. If you look, kind of a cheat code. Not gonna lie. If I ever get on Schlatt's bad side, Adin Ross can take me down. He ratios me every day of the week. And that was you know, what I thought might be the end of it. Then after that is when all of the death threats came in. And then every other human on Earth decided, that's a little vain. Then every other human on this small ecosphere of Twitch decided to give their own 2 cents on it. And then Adin Ross and Ludwig started trending on Twitter. Which is weird. That's crazy that was happening. And it was kind of funny because everyone would post, what's the picture? They would post the, by the way, poor kid. This kid is like the poster boy of your fan base is stupid. It's probably just some kid that was excited to go to some meet or something. And, but they're all using, this guy. And they're like, Adin Ross viewers. And then they'll pull up like a classic Google Images picture of like this guy and being like Ludwig viewers, which are pretty funny memes. Hey, you know what? We talk a lot of shit on Twitter, but pretty fucking good memes from Twitter from this beef. Good job, Twitter. Really impressive stuff out there. Yeah. I'm okay with this. I'm not too offended if my viewers are band geeks. If you are out there and you look like this and you're sick with it on the flute, keep that grind up, brother. You deserve it, all right? You're going to go to the moon one day, all right? You could end up... I mean, I don't really know many career paths for you, to be honest. You could play in a different band. Maybe like a like a recording studio could use a flautist on demand or something. I don't know. I don't really know where you go with that. But you're sick at the flute, and that's pretty PogChamp. Anyway, that's about it. And so because of that, everyone on Twitter is making memes. I think Adin Ross is actually a little bit upset. Everyone's excited about a war between, I guess, like old school Twitch and like more gaming oriented streamers and like the new, more, what word can I use that won't offend Adin? How do you describe someone as someone who might be a little more mainstream and in tune with some popular culture? No, Hypebeast didn't work. They got mad at Nick for that. Look, I have always said my greatest superpower is being self-aware. Can we admit it? That if you pick me and then you take Asmongold and you're looking at both of us, you would go, man, that Ludwig guy's a fucking normie. Because Asmongold is a hardcore D-Gen gamer. And I am a guy who did theater in high school, improv in college, who now streams Pokemon at the age of 25. Okay? And so you go, damn, that guy's the normie. This guy's the cool gamer, D-Gen. Because I think that's the opposite of normie, is degenerate. You know? And so it's funny, when I said that Adin was a normie, I said, admittedly, I am a normie too. Because again, I'm not stupid, I'm pretty self-aware. But I also, why is normie such an insult? Maybe it's just because it's an exclusionary term and it's just generalizing someone into a category that you are not in when you say you are a normie, because you're implying that I am not a normie. But I think I'm a normie, so when I say it, it's more like, hey, this is how to categorize a human into what content and what viewer base they might have. But I guess, I don't know. I didn't realize that Adin was more excited about not being a normie and about being a degen or someone who is more like Asmon. That didn't make a lot of sense. It's just not a term used a lot for him. Maybe that's also the case, and he's just a little unfamiliar with the term. Super possible.